So this is the quick look of this Canon EOS RP. I have to keep reminding myself not PR, RP. It's EOS RP because this is the second camera from the EOS R. Last time EOS R, it's just not too many months ago. I didn't really expect that they released a second EOS R that quick. Well, as they say, EOS RP, P stands for popular because they want this to be popular. That's why this is the cheapest full frame mirrors ever. I mean, around all the current full frame mirrors, even the first Sony full frame mirrors, which is the A7, still a little bit more expensive than this EOS RP. Basically, this is the killer feature. Price is the cheapest. It also the latest. I mean, when you don't consider the lens, I mean, of course, the full frame, the lens can't be smaller. The lens have to be a full frame lens, so it has to be big and heavy. But the camera, well, basically the same thing with Sony. Small camera body, big lens, and this is really proper light and small. This is basically the same size as Sony A7. So actually, how small is the RP? Well, nobody is as crazy as Sony to make full frame mirrors so small and thin. Until now, the RP is as small as thin as Sony. Now, this camera body is polycarbonate magnesium chassis. So it is a magnesium inside but plastic outside, which is fine. I mean, you have to find some way to make it cheaper because this is RP. It's not R expensive, it's not RE. Something I'm really glad is that the grip is not bad. The grip is a little bit smaller than the EOS R, which is expected, which is, I mean, acceptable, but it is not bad. It is better, definitely better than my Sony. This is still a pretty good grip. It's better than a lot of entry-level DSLR. Now, if you don't like the overly innovative EOS R control, this is a more traditional control because you got this more traditional mode dial. Canon always get the on-off button on different places across the different camera, but yeah, just have to get over it. I mean, yeah, every other button dial you can access from the right side or from the right hand, but you can't pick it up to shoot just with your right hand because the on-off button is on the left side. You always have to pick it up both hands, like with respect, like arigato, and turn it on. It got two dials though. That's good. That's good for entry level. That's good for a cheap camera. I mean, a cheap full frame. M function button, there's a lock switch here, which you can set it up to lock different things, lock dials or lock the touchscreen. I set it up to lock the touchscreen, so if I'm shooting video, something like that, I can lock it so I don't accidentally press and change autofocus points. Actually, quite hilariously, this feels more like an on-off button. Like a few times I pick it up, I want to turn it on from here. At the back, it's exactly the same. It got a flip screen. All these buttons are exactly the same as EOS R. Probably exactly the same as a lot of Canon DSLR as well. Menu button here. Quick menu. In my opinion, this is still the best interface, touchscreen interface ever on any camera. See anything, you touch that, you got it. On the side, other than the mic jack, it's good to see you, headphone jack, long time no see. And you'll find a mini HDMI port and a USB-C port. With the USB-C port, you can charge the battery with USB-C. Like the EOS R, it has to be an actual USB-C power source, not the old USB-A port. It just won't work with that. Now, something I'm really glad that all these new full-frame mirrors have these days, not even full frame, even a Fuji have it, which is manual focus ring sensitivity linked to rotation speed, so that now when you do manual focusing, it rotates exactly the same as you expected, not like it will accelerate for you. Well, to be honest, it's nothing wrong with all the spec. It kind of like not as good, kind of sounds like it's not as good. Is it really bad? Not really. It's cheap. I'm not saying that because it's cheap, so it could be bad, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Well, you're not going to be a sport photographer with this because 4 fps AFC or AFS 5 fps is really, yeah, it's less than EOS R, but EOS R is not that much better anyway. Let's just say both are not far from a sport camera, not really for anything action. But these days there are no bad camera these days. Every camera can take really great pictures if you know how to use it. Or even if you don't know how to use it, the auto intelligent thing is so good. And don't forget the dual pixel AF is still industry gold standard. It's probably the best mirrorless AF system for now. I'm attempting to shoot this with the 24-105 millimeters lens. It's pretty huge. 24 is not really that wide enough for selfie, I think, and it's quite heavy. Look at that. Actually, the weight distribution is pretty good because all the weight is on the lens. Because the body is so light. So shooting video with this is kind of, yeah, it's kind of so-so because 1080 is fine. You can shoot 24, 25, 30p and even 50 or 60p, so you can take a little bit of slow motion. And it got dual pixel AF, but the dual pixel AF doesn't work with 4K. And 4K still got the same 1.7 time crop just like the EOS R. Well, the EOS R have it, so the EOS RP, the cheaper one, of course it has it. Just like the EOS R, last time I tried a EFS lens on the EOS R, shooting 4K with the 1.7 time crop, it kind of fits with the crop lens 1.6 time crop. So if you're going to shoot 4K, I think it's a good idea to use a EFS lens. One slight problem with this EOS RP is that when you're shooting 4K, there's no dual pixel AF. It's back to contrast AF. It works, but it won't be as good. Now, this don't have C-Lock support, so you only have those usual picture style, those portrait, landscape, whatever. And I don't know why it only got full auto or full manual. Shutter speed, of course, it has to be set to only one shutter speed if you're serious about taking video. And then you have to manually adjust the aperture. You can't have auto aperture on this camera unless you get this all auto, full auto. You can set auto ISO, but why don't give me S mode to use? Because the EOS R gives you all the exposure mode you can use in video mode, not this. Something really weird, the same thing as EOS R is that, see, now I have electronic leveling display. If I choose face tracking, apparently Canon think that people who use face tracking doesn't need to level the camera. Like, why? Why discriminate towards people using face tracking? Face tracking got feelings too. Well, back in my days, I shoot with film, and then there was digital SLR. So DSLR, at that time, that was the first time I learned something about crop factor, because turns out at that time DSLR have a smaller sensor than film. At that time, I keep thinking that's just a period of transition. When technology catch up, we will have full frame DSLR. Turns out instead everyone just changed to use smartphone. But anyway, for people like us who still use a a real camera to take photos, this is the first time full frame mirrorless camera is affordable, kind of. This is the cheapest full frame mirrorless camera, actually the cheapest full frame digital camera ever. Here it is, Canon EOS RP, not PR.